Hi, friends. Welcome to Enlightened World Network. I'm Dr. Ruth Anderson here with my beautiful soul sister, Teri Angel. We bring you a guided meditation every day of the year. And today we are doing what we call a meditation excavation. And that means that we go into meditation. We invite you to be right there with us. And we just share everything that Spirit is showing us. So we're glad you're here. Teri Angel, good morning.
Good morning, Ruth. I wish I could adjust my light. I seem to be, oh, there we go. There's sunlight coming through the window, so I had pulled the blinds. It's like, okay, now I'm disappearing. But I'm here. Good morning, everyone.
We got an eclipse where half of your face is in the light and the other half is
I
in the dark.
know. The yin and the yang. We need them both.
And speaking of eclipses, you could share about your retreat, actually.
Retreat, yes, it's coming up really soon. Just a little over a month away. We'll be gathering in Sedona, Arizona for a long weekend, April 14th, and just a very experiential, hands-on retreat where we're going to have some beautiful times together in the red rocks of Sedona. So you can find it on angelspeakers.com. Let's go in and find the information and register. Come be with us. Ruth and I will both be there.
And what's it called, Terry?
It's called Eclipse, Out of the Shadows. And that's what we're doing. We're doing a lot of work to just get rid of any of the darkness, any of the shadows in our life and come back out into the light. And Ruth, you are taking us through an angelic gems experience. Looking forward to that and just sharing with others the power of that and colors and the angels and the masters. It's going to be amazing, this whole experience.
Yes, so you all are invited. Okay, so let's just go into meditation. Make yourself comfortable. Get comfortable in your chair. Feel your weight being supported by your chair. Just close your eyes if that's the most comfortable for you. We're going to take some slow breaths just to slow down our breathing and our thinking. Let's go ahead and ground ourselves. So just take a couple of breaths into your root chakra, which is at the base of your spine. See it expanding. And in your mind's eye, let's watch as roots, like tree roots, grow out through that root chakra. Go down your legs, down into the center of Mother Gaia. Okay. I'm hearing, Teri, I think it's the G bowl. I think maybe G is the root. Is G the root?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay, they want me to go strike it. Hold on one second.
Okay. Yay, we get a treat. I love the singing bowls.
Struck it all right. Teri, can you hear that okay?
No, I don't hear it at all.
Okay, let me try again.
Okay. Yeah, I do.
Okay, now let's go up to the heart space. We're going to take a few cleansing breaths into that heart space. I always see the emerald green color for that space. Let's just see it expanding. And you in the center of that space. Okay, they want me to play that one. Excuse me. And Teri, while we're in this heart space, would you please ask in the spiritual divinity?
Oh, if I can come back. I love that sound. That one especially is hitting home today with that chord. All right, so let's take a deep breath in. And first, I'll invite Raphael, this wonderful archangel of healing, to go into our hearts and help us to clear out anything that's not needed. Love is a healing energy. So as Raphael comes in, your heart center may open wider between the sound of the singing bowl and the power that Raphael comes in with. Just allow yourself to open up. And then asking Archangel Michael to come in for protection, to guard this room, make it a safe place. Anyone who has come in to do your work, know that only love and light is welcome to come in here. And then we have Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel comes in for clarity, comes in with the water of energy, with the energy of water, to help us to clear away anything that's muddy, anything that's a little fuzzy in our heads and in our hearts, bringing us the clarity we need to move forward. Archangel Uriel, who just went into the ground and grounded and became more centered and balanced. And Uriel is helping us now for that balanced energy to move upward to our heart. So just see those roots that we're diving down into Mama Gaia, and see the energy coming back up through the root chakra, through the sacral and the solar, and into the heart. And let's anchor it there, that we can be very centered throughout this whole experience. Asking for God, the Creator, to just oversee this whole time together. Divine Mother, Christ, any of the masters, other angels, thank you for guiding us today into exactly the experience that we need. And thank you to all of you who are allowing this, taking the time for yourself, just giving that self-care and self-love to be able to experience this. Thank you for being here. Take a moment just to breathe all of this energy in. And Ruth, I'm hearing for you to hit that the heart chakra again, to hit that singing bowl.
What I'm seeing, Teri, is really interesting. It's almost like pillars here in my heart space. It's like pillars, but they're crystal. It's like what makes up, it's crystal. It's like what makes up the crystal bowls, but they're pillars. And you can walk around and hit the different pillars and make your own music.
On sound healing.
Yeah. And I was told to grab this one. This is the third eye. No, it's not. I'm sorry. It's the crown.
Feel that movement when the tone is struck. It just responds. The energy responds to these notes because they're attuned to our chakras. And I feel a real lightness, like as soon as the energy expands out, whatever is heavier inside of us just goes. It can't stay in this light energy.
So this is funny because I see all of these different columns and I'm seeing like Divine Mother's behind one and Archangel Michael's behind one and Raphael's behind one and they're telling me which ones to play next. Like they're waving, play this one. Okay, now play this one. It's interesting.
It's a play date.
It is a play date. I think it's a beautiful blend of them being able to show us, okay, for those of you that have the singing bowls, to work with your guides and the angels to say, okay, which one should I play today? Or in what order should I play these? And just let them guide you.
Yeah, the angels love sound. And it's so beautiful to just sit and listen to them as they offer up the music that they make, which is in tune with the same energy that the singing bowls put out. So I'm not surprised if they want to do a play date and just hear this music being offered up. It's praise is what I'm hearing. So as they sing out the notes, that's what they're doing. It's giving praise to our Creator.
So, Teri, what I'm seeing is if folks don't have sound bowls, because a lot of folks don't, each sound bowl is a different key. Sorry, it's a different note. And so even if you have a piano or if you have a pitch pipe, you could play that tone, play that note that corresponds to the different chakra. It doesn't have to be a sound bowl.
Yeah, that's it. And you can sing it if you can sing. I'm not great at that, but I know there are people who go through the notes, and as you do, just pay attention to what's happening in your energy fields. That's what the chakras are, energy.
They're also pointing out that there are different sounds in our environment. Like even streetlights, when we were just in Boston, and when you push the button to walk, it had a particular sound. And I think all around us, even the microwave, when it's going off, saying the food is done, they're all at different pitches. And those pitches may correspond to those 7 notes. So you can even play with that.
All sound is created at the 6th dimension level, and it's all numbers. It's all made up of numbers, and the combination will make the right note, the right energy that's coming forth from it. So play with that idea too. What number am I feeling? What number am I hearing as that sound is played? And I don't know why, Ruth, but I'm hearing the number 5 today. 5 is all about change, transformation.
I'm laughing because apparently I'm hearing the number 3 today.
And I thought it was interesting that you skipped the 3rd eye. I was like, when you said you were going to play it, I'm like, really? And then it was not, it was crown. So there's a lot of energy there to, a lot of signs that we're seeing right now of happenings. So if there's something that you're being drawn to more than anything else, just pay attention to that. What is that? What's that energy? And be curious. Get very curious of what's happening, what you're seeing and experiencing.
Well, and Teri, you do some work with angel numbers, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So can we just run through the numbers really quick, 1 through 9? Do you remember
I do
offhand?
it from memory. Okay, so 1, 1 is kind of like the perfect number because it's reminding us that there is no separation. There's the oneness, the unity, the one source for us all. So anytime there's 1, it's kind of like new beginnings, like starting over, freshness and just the solidity of knowing who you are. That's what the angels are showing you when you see a 1. It's like there is only 1. We think we're separate, so we see ourselves, it's here having our own individual experience, and we are, but we are of one mind and one spirit. So I love the energy of 1. And anytime I see 1, I think new beginnings. That's the message that I get with the 1. The 2 is unity. So we're not alone ever. We always have our spirit guides. We have our earth angels, our soul family. So when you're seeing 2, it's who are you collaborating with? Who is in your life to help you walk through this time here on earth? And 2 is, it can also be seen as the duality. So what's happening to bring balance into your life? When we need everything, all of the energy that is uplifting, and we also need the contrast for us to really appreciate what we have that is of the higher vibration. So the number 2, again, a powerful, powerful number. 3 is the energy of the Trinity, and it's the energy of, I think it's more of balance, because if you look at a triangle, you see the equal sides. You see that everything connects. There's no greater than, there's no lesser than. No matter which way you turn it, you're still going to see that shape of the triangle. And when I think of Trinity, I think of God, and where we're taught that there is the energy that is source, God creator. And then we also were given the gift of Jesus, the Christ, and we were given the Holy Spirit. So anytime I look at a triangle, I just see it all as one. Even though it's in 3 sides, I look at the oneness of it and the power that's in a triad. And if you've ever worked with triad energy with 2 other people, you'll understand how powerful that is. 4 is a more solid number. 4, whenever I see that, and what I've understood is you're on your right path. The angels are looking, they're guiding constantly. So if 4 starts showing up, and especially if it's in multiples like 44 or 444, that shows that you definitely are exactly where you need to be at that point in time, and you're being seen and heard and acknowledged. 5 is the number of change. Anytime 5 starts showing up, just pay attention to what's going on and see maybe what's shifting, what needs to be released, what's coming in for you, how that's happening in your life, to pay attention to any changes that are happening, because that's the energy that comes through with it. And if you're starting to see, again, the multiples of that, pay attention to that as well. 6, a lot of people don't like 6, but I love the energy of the 6. And when it comes in, it feels more like the feminine energy that's coming in. And it's opening you to creativity. It's birthing something out into the world. And the 6th dimension of energy is creation. It's where we put the pieces together of the puzzle, and we pull in what exactly we want with us and surrounding us in our life. The 7 is a spiritual number, the highest spiritual number. So if 7s are showing up for you, you're being guided. Maybe you're being directed to take some time to just show up and sit with your higher self, sit with the angels, just do some more meditation and say, what am I being shown right now? What's my spiritual path telling me and leading me to? So 7s are very high number. It's the number that we're in this year, just going higher spiritually. The 8, abundance. If 8 is showing up, it's like a vertical infinity symbol, which is showing us that there's always everything we need around us. We always have whatever is needed to live on this earth plane and this earth journey, and we also have all the spirit help. So 8, abundance in all forms, not just prosperity, but all abundance is the 8. 9 is the number of completion. So if you're coming upon the end of a project or the end of a journey, maybe that you've been on exploring, when that 9 shows up, pay attention, because it's telling you, okay, you're coming to a stopping place. You're coming upon a closing of a door. And when that door closes, there's always another opening. It's just shifting to something new and fresh. And so you start over again with the 1. it's always a cycle. Life is about cycles, and our spiritual life also. We grow just like we do physically in our spiritual path. So anytime any of these numbers show up for you, I know that was quick and maybe you didn't grasp all of it, but you can always re-listen and see what the angels wanted you to hear. And maybe there was one of those numbers that jumped out more than the others. And pay attention. Pay attention to all the signs that come to you. And a lot of times our loved ones that are in spirit use numbers. A lot of times there's an energy, maybe with your birth date or the house number that you live in. Just look at what's showing up for you, what's more prominent, what keeps coming up, and pay attention to what the message is. Everything is a message. Everything is a sign for us to look at. So Ruth, there you go.
Thank you.
The down and dirty.
Yes. Hey, Teri, do you have meaning for the number 0?
Zero, to me, when I look at a 0, it's a circle, so it's never ending. It doesn't progress like these other numbers as they go into order. I see the 0 as just the all-encompassing source. It's what covers us. And when you do anything with numerology, you use the numbers 1 through 9. So as you break down a number, it's going to come to one of those numbers of 1 through 9. So I know there are numerologists that could explain it a lot better, but what the angels have shown me is that's like the whole that encompasses us. And anytime I see the 0, I'm just reminded of the never-ending circle that is us. That's the oneness, that's source. It has no beginning, it has no end, and just keeps on keeping on. So I think if that does show up in its form by itself, it's something to pay attention to as well, as far as maybe delving deeper into what that means to be in the oneness of all that is, and stop breaking things down as individual, but look at how you fit into the whole.
Thank you.
And I hope that helped some.
Yep. Yep. So as you look around your heart space, using your imagination, as being open to what your intuition might be telling you, are there any numbers that are making themselves known to you? And if there is, jot them down. I will put down the meanings in the description, and you can come back to the description of this video and look up the number that you saw to get the message. Just look around your space. Teri, are you still seeing 5?
I'm sorry. Well, I was seeing 5 with this change, but it's interesting. I do a lot with, like if there's an address or, something that an amount, a dollar amount or something that comes in. And I was just doing the number of where I'm at right now, the house number and the apartment number of the friend that I'm visiting with, our darling Sharon Ria. And the numbers add up to 4. And 4, as I mentioned, you're on the right path. You're exactly where you need to be at this point in time. And that's been huge for me over the last couple of years, to know that I am exactly in that place I'm supposed to be in. And sometimes I'm there a little longer than I think I should be there. And I'm like, okay, what's that all about? But always I'm trusting that I'm hearing the message from the angels, and they place me exactly where I need to be at any given moment. Was there a number you were drawn to, Ruth?
I was getting a lot of threes, which doesn't surprise me today. And then I was also seeing some nines for closure.
Okay.
But it was funny, Terry, when you said the numbers of where you're staying, the numbers of this house is 3.
Okay.
Mhm.
There you go. And it's interesting because when you said you were seeing threes, before you even said 9, I saw 3 threes, which would equal 9.
Nine.
So yeah, completion. There's something completing. There's and with every completion, there's always a newness that comes through. So, and I feel right now for you that there is an ending and a beginning. And we just went through that 3-3 portal, and I led an exercise of meditation for us to do that. And it's all about that. It's about completing and then starting, completing and starting. And that's what life is about. We always have endings and beginnings throughout our life. Mm,
I think that was the message, Terry.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. And wow. Yeah, 3 is huge. We're in the 3rd month. We're ending this first quarter of the year, unbelievably. But just pay attention, anybody who's hearing this, what's it showing to you? And what is that energy that maybe is completing and then starting something, going into the 4, into the solidness, into knowingness of you're exactly where you need to be at all times. If not, you'll see a 5. It should change.
When you were talking about the number 6, I know a lot of folks are uncomfortable with 6 because of 666, and
Right.
I have heard 6 to be tell the angels your concerns, and I
Okay.
like that. I like that a
I like
whole
that.
lot. Yeah.
Yes, me too. Yeah.
It's
Mm.
funny today because I asked, was there anything else? And I saw Divine Mother waving goodbye. It was like, I guess we're done.
I think so. I think we are complete. Wow, what an amazing journey today. We never know where meditation excavation is going to take us. And sometimes they just want us to pay attention to one thing. And today it was numbers. Today it was what's showing up for you. And work with that. Really work with the energy of the signs that were being shown.
And the music. So if you're
Mhm.
not familiar with the notes of the singing bowl, check them out. I think it's A to G.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A to G. And find out which ones. I know G is the root and it goes up, A being the crown and working
Mhm.
its way down. And you can even look up like piano keys on the internet and it'll just give you a little piano and show you, and you can just play those notes and just sit and sing that particular note. If you want to work on your heart chakra or your throat chakra, just play that particular note and sing it in meditation and just let it do its work.
And just a reminder, Ruth, that Enlightened World Network has so many videos on YouTube, and you can go in and find some of those sound meditations that people do. Niobe Weaver, Sharon Karn, and just listen to the notes as they play them. There's some beautiful meditations I know that both of those ladies have done to help us to immerse into that energy of the sound healing.
Exactly. Yay. Well, thank you, Terry. Thanks, friends, for being here. There's something every day on Enlightened World Network, several things every day on Enlightened World Network. Take good care. God bless. We'll see you soon.
Bye.